Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne. It's Tuesday, August the 6th, the year 2019. Let's talk trading. The Euro AUD, day two, trading a pair that I don't think I've ever traded before. So, of course, my risk management is in place. Money management is in place. I'm looking at the methods that I used, seeing which methods can be employed. So far, it looks like across the board we can use them all. So it's up to me to execute and perform. I do this over and over. That's repetition. I get success, which builds confidence and competence. And it's a simple formula. Risk management side. And of course, just to let you guys know, in case somebody forgot, these videos are for educational purposes only, and your results may differ. Forex trading, as all trading, is highly risky. So, therefore, if you need financial advice, seek out an accredited financial professional. So, I forget which pair up here didn't fill the gap, but I think it was the AUD CAD, but it looks like we've got that all filled. So all the gaps have filled. So those gap traders this week have made money. Looking at this weekly chart, you see we popped through the weekly high today. And at the moment we're 80 pips above, but there was a really big pop. So any of you took that weekly high breakout or consider upper weekly wick zone breakout, you were rewarded. Looking at the daily, you see you have the highest daily open in a while. So price has retraced a bit. So we're red for the day, as we can see with the red candle. It actually came down and touched that previous midpoint. Imagine that, right? And this is some fun stuff right here. If you take a look at it, you see yesterday we broke out of the high of day one, but this is a high of the current week right here. This is the first day of the year. Here's the first day of the week zone. And here is the first day of the month zone. So you see we've got some overlapping zones there. And if you remember from the analysis I did, I think on the first day and second day, well, the weekly open and gap video for this week, remember I showed you that if you were long this pair, you pay off the worst swap. But if you're short, you then get the best swap. So you don't want to hold this, overnight. So having that short bias or red rat, you see here 110 pips paying off. So that's why sometimes you have to wait for the trade that you're looking for. Hit a 3-ball at the top, just giving you another reason to want to short. But you see here, everything is green. We're above the last 12. You know what? I think I didn't change this in this particular profile, because that should be 2019 August 1. I'll have to get that next time. And the same here, looking at the ranges, I have to change that. The range for the opening day of each month. And as you can see here, we will not be having an inside bar trade using today's daily candle as the inside bar. It's already exited. And the ranges, I think might be the jackpot day. I don't think I've seen this many pairs with this size of range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pairs ranging 100 pips or better. I don't think I've seen that since I've been making videos. That is just unbelievable. Okay, so you can see here the yearly H1 highest open. That's a great place to short there. So we got the daily H1 highest open, weekly, H1 lowest open right here for today. Weekly, H1 lowest open, started the week. And why is that doing that? And the monthly D1 lowest open was a couple of days ago. And for some reason, these charts aren't being cooperative. Here's the pivot. It gave us a short bias, so ignoring all those buy zone trades, here's the short zone trade. It shouldn't have triggered a stop loss. And you see here, it took out the pivot. So for you pivot traders, EURAUD is paying off. I'm going to have to try and rush through some of these charts because yesterday I ran out of time. So I only do 15-minute videos. I don't want to take up too much of your day. Wick zone wasn't much of a wick zone, but it went in and out of it, of course. And my favorite chart you see here, there's that short off of the previous day's high. That's actually going back into the wick zone. But here was the entry of the H1 highest open. And you can see here we've had a little burst, about 13 pip move right there. You can see it here on the Einstein line. You can see that range. So it gave a signal here and gave another one there. Nice little payoff. It's again frequency distribution of the range. Current range 168, so it puts another tick up there. Average range 88, so we're above the average. We're 190% of average. You see only 4 daily bars were above the current range. And I believe I showed you the high, open, low frequency distributions. This is for buy zone traders. but this is the chart I wanted to show you because it's definitely, we have a very interesting anomaly here. This are the weekly ATR zones. And for those of you who might not be familiar with the ATR zones, I wrote an indicator. I call it TRO ATR lines. You can download it for free. And what this indicator does is, depending on how many, or your start and stop, how many ATRs you want to look at, if the value here, ATR2 and ATR14. So it sits in the computer sits in a loop, okay, and it says, what is out of all the ATRs, 2, 3, 4, 12, 13, 14, which one is the biggest and which one is the smallest, the maximum, the minimum. And so then it plots those lines right here. And then it allows you to shade. So you can see, this is for daily and the blue's for weekly, where the ATR ranges are based off of the open. Okay, and so, and you can also do it for the weekly. So you see we've got the weekly open down here. And you got the ATRs here. Now I just thought of something. Why? I might have to change the code. These labels here for the weekly should be in blue. I wonder why I left them in brown. Okay, that's not the one we want. That's the daily. We want the weekly. Line color ATR chocolate. There must have been a reason I did that. I just don't remember what it was. But it doesn't seem to make sense to me. Okay, where is Navy? There we go. Okay. So what happened yesterday was we had an open, and it was in the weekly ATR zone. You see price came up, almost hit the top, and then price has reversed out of that weekly, off of that weekly high ATR zone. So weekly open plus ATR2, and then price reversed off of it. But you can see here, because it opened so close, actually it opened in the zone, the daily zone is past the weekly zone. So that's kind of a rare occurrence, but I just wanted to point that out to you. And once again on the pivots, you see we took out the pivot. We still have a missed pivot for the month right here. Possibly, maybe we cover that pivot. Maybe we don't. So that's it for today, day 2 of the EURAUD. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I hope you're enjoying how I approach trading a pair for the first time. Maybe it helps you in the pairs you trade. Maybe you can look at and analyze pairs a little bit differently, and you might be able to see something that helps you to profit. But remember, fellow traders, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks this week.